Okay, looks like we're live here. Cool. Let's see. This is all new, so I'm experimenting. Moderation. Okay. We'll close that. Alrighty. So I'm gonna figure all this out while I don't have any viewers. So let's top fans. Awesome. Okay. FX. No. No, turn that. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So now I'm playing around with this. Effect picker, retouch, create highlight. Okay. Green screen. Oh, alright. Lighting. Okay, cool. Alright. Well, this is all new for me, so I'm just experimenting with this episode. I've never done a live before, so it's streaming, and right now I don't have anyone watching, so it's whatever. But if y'all want to grab a cup of coffee, you're all welcome to join. So I was meditating with my Rainbow Obsidian orb here, um, who I referred to by as Antur Drog, which means wise dragon in some Celtic language that came to me in a meditation. But the energy in this one is super, super cool. It's like it, it has a very joyous and happy feeling, kind of like what you would depict like a jolly old Santa Claus. That's the kind of energy of this. It just makes you feel happy. But the wisdom that I've kind of obtained using this crystal to help me expand my awareness of things and understand the mysteries of questions that no one can really answer except for when you go within. And this has been a great tool and ally to kind of help me understand very complex things, especially when I get into um, the realm of cymatics and sacred geometry, because I'm coming to find that it's more of a language, and and the shape of it plays an integral part in the energy flow. So anyway, the last few weeks I've been really deep diving and researching into the research of Robert Simmons, who has this amazing book called The Alchemy of Stones. And I loved in his prologue when he's talking about stone beings. And it makes a lot of sense when you realize that a crystal, like this one was gifted to me from a dear friend of mine. I call her an oracle painter. And I have one of her portraits. You can see it right there on my wall a little bit. But that to me seems like that seems like a view of what happens when the said apocalypse happens. And what's cool about the top of that portrait is that the firmament's been released and we can see all things. The veil's been removed and we see the truth to everything. And I can kind of see how this is coming into play um, now that I'm kind of so aligned with something divine and spiritual. But these crystal beings, they they carry consciousness. Like that's what gives them energy. Energy is consciousness. And so these crystal beings, these ones specifically that I have, once belonged to an actual being. Like it's been stored to a soul of some sort. And it's just amazing how they work together with Gaia. And the knowledge and wisdom that they can share, the energies and frequencies that they can use to enhance our bodies is just incredible. And I've just been experimenting with myself, and I now understand how this works and how these can work for you. And now I'm here to educate. So that's what I do. So I don't have a name for this one. I'm probably just going to call it Tracy, just because I love the name. Like, it's so amazing. But anyway, and then my other one that I use a lot. So this is my Lemurian Smoky Quartz. And this one's really cool. It's kind of hard to see because it's so smoky. But if I can get it to shine here, you can see the phantoms in it. My lighting sucks. That's okay. My space is too small to have a cool studio. Oh, there we go. Anyway, you see those phantoms inside there. But this is a Lemurian smoky citrine. Um, but those acacic phantoms that are in there, those pyramids inside, they're like shadows. They're tied to knowledge. And so whatever consciousness is in this one, and I obviously Lemurian, but this one's been really helping me ground and go down to when I'm doing my grounding rituals through and connecting to Gaia. Um, this one really helps with all of that and understanding what's being said, because it comes to me as frequency. It's not. It's a different kind of language, and it's a knowing that happens, and it's kind of weird how that comes to be. It's like this knowing. And then my next one, I don't know why, but this velvet malachite, I bought it because it's so freaking pretty. And like, look at this thing, like velvet malachite. So these are my stone being companions that I kind of keep with me in my workspace. But this malachite is like super amazing, soft and gentle negativity absorber. So this one, it's like I make sure that I charge it regularly, and because malachite is like this mineral, it's very soft and it's easy to break, and it's and it dissolves in water. But this velvet, these are the blooms that are on top of the cool little nodes and nodules that you see. It's like the chia pet of malachite. So cool. But this is the raw form. This is just how you find it. It's like it doesn't. It's so fuzzy. I wish my camera could pick it up. It's just so fuzzy. But just amazing. So this is super grounding, and I don't know. My body's just saying, hey, I need this with me. So that's my work area. Now, today, this is going to be amazing because I'm going to demonstrate my bracelet. I've already kind of started on it. Because I want to describe each bead as I get into it. So this is what I've gotten so far. So we got bottom to top, we've got Baltic Amber, Mahogany Obsidian, Bloodstone, and Red Garnet. And I'll go through and explain all of these. But when I'm creating jewelry for people, I'm making something that is tuned for them in where they're at in their life, what they're trying to overcome, what they're trying to heal, whether it's emotional, whether it's spiritual, whether it's physical. But I also do stuff for spiritual growth. I understand these frequencies in a way that I can help people learn to use stones and crystals that align with where they're going, what they're trying to accomplish. And it's amazing how the energy amplification can help enhance or speed that up even. So it's not like this constant grueling suffering. These do help speed that up so you overcome it quicker. And it's based on belief. Like these crystals, they're super smart, they're conscious, but they can detect if you don't believe this is going to work for you. And they're like, screw you, I'm not sharing my energy with you. And they just shut themselves off. That's just how it goes. And so when you treat these like they're a companion, like an animal, a being, like stone beings, when you treat it like that, because they do carry that conscious energy, they begin to work with you. And your body is creating an energy field around you. And this is all proven in science. I'm not speaking woo-woo. This is all proven. But your body creates an energy field, an electromagnetic frequency. And when you bring these stones into that field, what happens is that your energy centers, your chakras, again, Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about this a lot, and I love his works. If you haven't read it, get Becoming Supernatural. But if you're trying to get out of your funk and your gloom, I highly recommend Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. That book, for me, helping me get control of my ego, was a game changer. So, absolutely love it. But the way that I'm doing this essentially is just a real simple, flowy weave. Now, it's interesting why I chose square wire for this, because square and rectangular things kind of hold in energy. What I realize is that when I'm taking this square and I'm twisting and I'm bending and I'm weaving, I'm contracting and condensing the energy. But because it's square, it allows it to create a tensor coil, and it's really energized and contained in within the wire, so it like becomes like really electromagnetic. So copper is a great energy conductor, and again, these crystals, they all do resonate a frequency. That's what allows them to be what they are. um, which is why we use them in our all of our technology, all of our screens. The screen you're looking at right now, watching me, is using crystal, actual quartz crystal, ground up, and now it's ground up to like a powder, but it's able to be manipulated. Why? Why this? Why this rock to make our technology that we love so much? And that's a question that drives us, like, why? But when you start looking at the metaphysical and the spiritual and the energetic things of it, it begins to make sense why. The energy is just flowing. So it's amazing what I've come to in these realizations of what I've been working on. So we're going to start with the first stone. This one here that we're adding to the bracelet. Okay, this is called red jasper. Now in the Bible, when they're talking about Christ, when he comes on his second coming, there will be a temple built with his 12 stones. And the base one, his root chakra, this one's tied to the root chakra, red jasper. Red jasper. It's literally in the Bible. So there's got to be something to this. Why would they put it in such a profound book? Okay, well, let's get into this. So red jasper is a very, very powerful grounding stone. And what it can do for you is basically it connects from your heart to your root area and allows this to just purge, allows it to just flood out, allows whatever is blocked in there to kind of get flowing for you. Because the body, when you give it what it needs, it wants to heal. So red jasper is geometrically is actually on a hexagonal crystalline structure similar to quartz crystal, which is why you find like this one here has a vein of quartz crystal in it. So you find it with quartz crystal a lot, which quartz itself is an energy amplifier. And that's why they use it in our technologies today, is because of its ability, like a capacitor, to receive energy and discharge it when you apply pressure or energy to it. So you can squeeze a crystal even and start generating energy because it's piezoelectric, which means you have to apply an energy force to it. And so that's why they use it in our technology, because you can apply an energy and then it's going to create an energy. It's pretty fascinating how it works. So anyway, red jasper is super grounding, very powerful, and helps kind of get the energy flowing through the body. So for the person I'm designing this for, they've got an affliction that they've been struggling with most of their life. And so I'm creating something very fine-tuned and specific to what I understand about them. Now, they don't know they're getting this, and they probably don't even watch my videos, but when they do get it, they're going to know. And I can share with them this video because I'm making it for them. But once I got to meet them, I could see, like Neo, I see energy, and so I can start feeling it. And so I got to meet this person. I was just like, okay, I know exactly what frequency their body is looking for to kind of balance, because we are a salt battery. And what does a battery do? It takes a charge, and then it holds a charge, and then it discharges a charge, so that we create a circuit. And so we need to keep that energy flow going. So we have to recharge it. And that's where these tools, these companions, come in so nicely, and working together is because it allows us to recharge our own energy source that we're constantly giving out. Just our living, it just gives it out. So we've got basically our first weave here. As you can see, I just kind of wrap and twist. Really simple. But we've added our red jasper. Now we're going to do the next one. So the next stone that's going to be in this bracelet is red garnet. Now I had to pair red garnet with the red jasper because together the energies, again, they're both tied to the root and heart chakra. So they're tied to the heart and root chakra, but because of their connection, it activates everything in between. So it activates like that kundalini energy. And with the things that was told is that area is what's being blocked. And so what we're doing with this bracelet now, because all of our energy points in our bodies come out through our hands. And so I'm creating this bracelet because it pulls in the etheric through the whole body in our energy flow. So when we're doing our meditations, like I have my hands up, I'm creating a Taurus energy field with my divine masculine, divine feminine flow. And for her with this bracelet, that's what we're designing, is because it's connected to everything. And so this whole bracelet being so grounding and healing, and when we get to the Baltic Amber, you'll see why. It's super cool. But I just, once I could feel like and understand, that's when I was like, oh, that okay, that makes sense. There's certain frequencies that they need to help get resonate, help boost. That way the body can start healing. When you give the body what it needs, it's going to heal itself. And you got to listen to it. You got to listen to it. So I just am grateful that I understand how these things can help us, because we don't need to ingest it. That's the whole thing, is I don't want to ingest things with people. Like I already consume enough. I'm trying to cut that out. So I'm just like, okay. So anyway, I just, when we can add other tools and things to our ascension, it helps us with that. So red garnet working together, what that does is it helps boost your vitality. It helps get the energy in the blood flowing. It helps with your mitochondrial function. And I added a red garnet bracelet for myself too, because I'm like, man, it actually came to me in a dream. The things that I'm working on with healing my body was saying, hey, you really need this one. And so it's funny how this got this, but now that I got it, I mean, it's just crazy. It's almost instant. So for this person I'm creating this for, again, it's tied to the heart and the root chakra, which, because of those connections, it activates everything, which is super cool for red garnet. And these ones is really, really dark. The darker I'm finding for like your physical health is more beneficial for you. So anyway, we're going through and we're just weaving and braiding right here. And I got to follow my pattern because, again, it's about the energy flow of the bracelet. We're doing energy work. Now, those of you that just joined up here, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys are so awesome. I got to read your comments. Explain what I'm doing. So what I'm doing, I'm creating a bracelet. And I'm talking my Roxx, like how this is going. So I create custom bracelets for people. It's how I like to do it because of the energy work that goes into it. So with my bracelets, I'm tuning them to where they're needing energy boosted in their body. So when you give your body exactly what it needs, it's going to start healing itself. And so crystals and stones are super cool because they're like a tool and a companion and an ally for us as we're healing and growing within our body. So whether it's spiritual, whether it's emotional, whether it's physical, they all contain resonant frequency that our body needs. So how this works is our body is creating an energy field. It's creating an electromagnetic frequency. And so when we bring these crystals into our body, we're now tuning that harmonic frequency. We're vibing together with it. And then we're receiving a boost to that specific area. So for the red jasper, it's tied to the root chakra and the heart chakra. It's like a bridge between the two. And then you've got your red garnet, which is tied to the heart and root chakra. So together, they're pairing it together. So anyway, when I'm creating these bracelets custom for people, we talk about what they're looking for, and again, it could be spiritual, it could be emotional, it could be physical, and we just work together and create this. So when people just say, hey, make me something for this, I'm like, okay, cool, we're gonna do it. And I do it, and it's amazing how it all comes together, because when I start explaining it to them, they're just like, wow, like it resonates well for them, which is why I do this. So the next part of my bracelet, it's kind of hard to see, but it's bloodstone. And this one, because of its innate ability to help promote cellular regeneration and regrowth within there, it helps heal things within the blood. So the bloodstone's resonant frequency also helps with the circulation. So pairing it with the red garnet, the jasper, and the bloodstone, again, we're focusing on that flow of everything. And it also helps boost that your endocrine system. A little tongue-tied there. But it boosts your vitality. What does that mean? It just means it boosts your vitality. It kind of makes you feel alive, kind of makes you feel energized, because the energy is beginning to flow. Now, what's important to this is, and I talk about it a lot, is we need to be grounding ourselves, because our body does tend to store negative energy, which is what kind of makes us feel sick and ill. And so it's important that we are taking that time to ground ourselves with this. And this is going to increase the benefits of having these in your life, these companions, because we're like a battery. We need to recharge so that we can discharge. I mean, that's just part of that cycle, that flow. So we need to recharge somehow, and then we need to discharge. So get those shoes off, take them off, get barefoot. Like, that's what I love doing it. So anyway, hi there, welcome. See, I got some new people. I'm not even reading, I'm just kind of crafting and talking. So we're pairing now the red jasper, the red garnet, and the bloodstone. And again, this is to focus for somebody that's struggling with an affliction that they've had their whole life. So what we're doing here is creating something unique and beautiful, because I don't believe jewelry is just pretty. I think it's just, it's healing. It's just amazing. So the next one that we're going to add on to here, I don't know if you can see that, but it is mahogany obsidian. Now, of all the obsidians, mahogany obsidian is the most gentle when it comes to your grounding. But because it's got a very high iron-rich content in it, that's what gives it that mahogany color. It actually allows for a very gentle passage of energy flow through it. So when you're using it in your meditations, whether you have a chunk of it, or you're just having it just to kind of like squeeze, again, when we want to get the energy, like activate energy, we got to apply energy. So if we're frustrated, this one's really cool because it kind of helps you give that calm, soothing, motherly, nurturing release of like negative energy. So we're adding the mahogany obsidian to this one to help ground her, get that energy going out. We want to flush it out so that they can be healed from it. So this is kind of how I'm doing this. So we're just going through and weaving. I'm showing my little basket weave, but I just take my bottom wire here, and I'm always flowing in a spiral. So everything is flowing in a direction, because we want to help with the energy flow of these as it goes to it. So I'm just kind of doing my pattern weave where I'm just tying them together, and it's all being bent in the same direction. We're going to come over and then bend them over, just like so. And I just kind of take them. I forgot to do this on my last ones, but I got them really tight before. But yeah, when we get this, straighten our wires out, do my next bead. So that's where we at. It's looking pretty good, huh? Oh, hi Tracy. Nice to see you there. I did talk about you. So I named your crystal, by the way, Tracy. And I was just talking about it because I was in a meditation, and next thing you know, I'm live, and I'm like, oh, we should probably get started. But I'll kind of go back into it because no one was really plugged in. I love this crystal. I use it all the time in my workspace. Like, there's something about this. And so the fact that you found it is super, super cool. And I'm so glad to have it. So I'm so grateful. So I've been researching a lot about Robert Simmons, and he's really into the metaphysical and healing aspects of crystals and rocks, and he's been exploding my mind. But I've been reading his book called The Alchemy of Stones, and it's basically goes through, it's like the handbook to understanding how to use these in your everyday practices. So I've been learning the configuration, sacred geometry, cymatics, music, frequency, all of this kind of all goes together. Light, sound, energy, and crystal energy they all vibrate on the same wavelengths. And so it's crazy when you can synchronize all of those things to that. But he talks about crystals being stone beings. And what I mean and I think what he means by that is that consciousness is a form of energy. And we understand that these crystals actually contain consciousness and energy. Like, it's crazy. So like quartz crystal, we can apply it and we're pretty piezoelectric, and then once we let go, it like discharges. So it's just amazing what happens. So again, we're creating our bracelet, And this red jasper, by the way, has quartz in it, which is why I love it. But it's super awesome. So now we get to the best part that pulls this whole bracelet together. It's going to be Baltic amber. Now, Baltic amber is a very unique of all ambers. It comes obviously from the Baltic region, and what amber is basically like the it's like the remnants of tree. So it's like the lifeblood of tree, and so that's what gives it so unique properties, is because it was once a living like being, a plant. And so, why this particular one? So, Baltic amber has been used in medicine for a long time as an anti-inflammatory, help reduce inflammation, help reduce the blood that's flowing. Like, it's been used in actual practices for centuries because of its healing properties and anti-inflammatory. But what's interesting about it, because it comes from a tree, is that it actually carries like a very grounding and calming energy. Now, Baltic amber is not exactly a stone. It's like a resin that's been solidified into being like a stone, which is really interesting. So if you even just have a chunk of it and hold it, you're going to notice like an oily feel that comes off of it. And your body, what that's doing is your body is absorbing that resin, that lifeblood, and it heals you. It actually helps with that. So applying the Baltic amber to all of these amazing root to heart chakra grounding stones, it just really kind of helps harmonize and balance the healing that's going to be coming from this bracelet for this person. So it's absolutely just amazing what it's going to do for this person. Now, I'm trying to do these like general sized for people now, because I want to be able to make these like my concept that I want to do is basically just do one-on-ones with people where we can design something like this for them and kind of discuss what they're looking for, whatever it may be, just like a closed type of conversation. And then you get something after we're done talking, and I get to kind of demonstrate and show you how to utilize it to maximize the benefits and properties of it. So anyway, that's my bracelet length. This one's going to be linked together with like a chain link. Let me show you what I've got started here. So it's going to be linked together with stuff like this. So it's like super comfortable, and it's like cool because it like condenses down into like a ball, and it's super comfortable. But we're going to get some chain links like this for these bracelets. Just a kind of a cool concept. So this one is specifically for a divine feminine soul that's struggling with physical affliction, and this is what we created to help attune for that energy flow to get it going through her body. So now the cool part about this, first of all, I need some coffee. If y'all got your cup of coffee, make sure you're having some, because I'm at the end of mine. I'm really bummed. It's at the end. It's like the worst part. So good. I love it. So I talk to my coffee every morning. I don't know if y'all do that kind of weird stuff, but there really is something to it. When you can verbalize your thoughts, verbalize your emotions, you're creating an actual vibration. You're creating a frequency. And water is conscious, very much like a crystal is. But the cool thing about water is that its consciousness absorbs what you're putting into it. So when I speak to my coffee, I'm making that frequency vibrate to me, so that when I'm drinking it, it's like it's boosting it in some way. And when you speak love and kindness, like you're getting that positive energy coming into there. Merry Christmas! I'm so glad you made it. Aw, I love having coffee with you too, Tracy. It's so cool. I'm glad you guys jumped on here for a minute. Thank you for the support. It's awesome. So Tracy, in the comment there, if you have any input or anything about how I can improve this, because I do want to do it more. Now, like today is like my day one of being sovereign. I get to be my sovereign self. You have no idea. I'm so excited. But I want to be able to do this more, kind of interact, where I get to do what I love doing and interact with you guys. Because my knowledge is going to be my freebies. I want to share this with you, because if you have stuff at home, like I want to teach you how to use them. It's super cool. So if you got anything, like I can help you with it. Okay, so now we need to make our links here. But I've got all this extra wire. I don't like wasting things, so I'm probably going to weave this back back around again just to kind of tie it all together so I don't waste it. So we're going to go ahead and make my loop here so I can put a jump ring and a clasp on the end. So we're just going to do a pattern weave here. So give me a second. I got to think of this. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to go that way. We're going to go that way. Then we're going to go. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So I'm taking my back one here and I'm weaving it around like so. And I'm flowing in the same direction. So I'm taking it backwards and I'm flowing it around this way. And then I take my next farthest back one, which would be this one, bringing it around to the front. So I'm taking the one that's most backward here. So see that how this wire here, it's backwards? I'm going to bring that one to the forward, like so. And then I just keep that rotation of my hand doing this the whole time. So I keep my pattern flowing the way that it should. So we're going to take that. And again, all these twists and bends, the copper is getting compressed. And what this does is it helps charge up the energy flow in the copper, which is why I love working with this, because it's helping create that conduit of energy flow, creating that torus field that I like to help amplify your electromagnetic frequency. So it's important that we're adding the twists and the bends. And I think that's why the shape of filigree really resonates well with me, is because it's all about energy flow. Everything that's in there. Artisan leather makers that do like leather wallets and belts and stuff, they're putting filigree in everything because there's an energy flow that goes to it. It's amazing. And it's like, how can I do this with wires? So, yeah. All right. So, you're going to see here, if we can see my pattern, that's my weave there. It's kind of cool. So anyway, now I use these so that I don't damage my wire, these nylon ones. But once I get my weave down, I kind of crimp it so that it kind of sets itself into each other and then stays put. But it makes it look a little more uniform when I've crimped it. So anyway, we're going to continue this a little bit. Hey, what's up, John? My day's going good. Thanks for tuning in, man. Sorry, I'm trying to keep track of my conversation here while I'm focused on this. I got so much going on. I talk, and I guess I am good at multitasking. But welcome. I'm glad you made it, John Wicker. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. So right now I'm just doing a little bit of a copper weave with a bracelet. And I'm making a custom fit one and a custom made one for someone specifically with their physical healing. I believe that crystals have the ability to heal us if we allow them to. And the way that we do that, we just have to believe that it is possible. And I'm telling you right now, in my own experiences, it works. And I've been practicing, and it's quite amazing what's been coming of it as I continue to practice these things. So I'm here to share that knowledge. That's why I'm doing these. But Tracy in Step Into Your Power, she made a comment about the wire weaving because she's getting started doing this. And she was talking about how it's like when she gets into it, it's like a time warp. It's like you feel like you've only done it for 10 minutes and hours have gone by and you're just like, where the heck did time go? Like for me right now, it's like, where did the sun go? Because it's like the sun just doesn't want to stick around, it seems. It's just gone so fast. But yeah, this is what I do. A concept I'm trying, so it's purely experimental. So if y'all like this, thank you so much. I definitely want to do it more. So we've got a bit of a tail there. Let's get that on there. If I can get it to, there it goes. So that's the weave that's going to end. Now we're going to make our loops and our links for it. Okay. So I'm going to take these 3 wires here. Okay. And we're going to twist them together because I need them to come inward together. So we're going to take all of that. And again, I use these pliers to kind of help pull it all together. Okay, one more twist. Perfect. Make it super tight. Okay. Alright. Get this one around here. Okay. Now, where are my loopers? Okay. Oh, my daughter must have my loopers. Anyway, it's I can improvise. So now we got to get this all attached, right? So now we're going to take this, and I'm just going to freehand this one. Again, I kind of trust my abilities at this point. But we're going to take that down. Oh, I got to make that a little bigger. Okay, like so. So we're just going to bend it towards in a loop there, because I'm going to apply a jump ring to this end that's going to clasp this whole bracelet together. So I got that there. Now I take these ones here. They're going to kind of like lock it into place. So we're just going to take my flow. Oh, that's going to be cool. Okay, so we're going to do a little spiral right here. Okay, so we do a little spiral. Man, my camera doesn't want to zoom very well. A little spiral right there, but I will, when I do the oxidation on this, that's why I do it. It adds a lot more character to this. So anyway, we're going to take this now. And now we need to lock it in place. So we're going to take our bracelet, 2 loops here. Bring this one around. Get this one in. Okay. Again, I don't like wasting wire, so I get creative. How can I utilize this? All right, where's my twister? Love this whole thing. So this is square wire. You can't really see it on the camera, but it's got 4 points to it. And I'd use this wire for bracelets because it helps contain and condense the energy. What this does though is it like grips onto it, and then I can twist the square wire to basically give it like a braided twist look. So again, I like just utilizing this. So we're going to twist that. And again, with copper, it's super energy conductive, and every twist that we're making in it, it's applying pressure, which is channeling energy through it. Which is why it's so beneficial for the body, is because it allows to help improve the energy flow. And bracelets are so cool because every bit of, like, all of our energy flows through our hands and our feet. That's why, like, if you have a cold, like that whole the old, put an onion underneath your sock under your feet, and you'll be like, your flu and cold symptoms will go away overnight. Like, if it works. Now I don't know if you'll all like sleeping with onions, but but I've tried it. It does work. It actually works. It's freaking amazing. But there's something to that. Our hands and feet, they're tied to all of our energy centers in our body, our chakras. So bracelets are super cool because we can put whatever frequency that we need for our body, and it resonates throughout, which is super, super cool. So I've got my bracelet here, red garnet. Red garnet's super cool. It just helps with the blood. And you've all seen it too, like a lot of elderly people, they have copper bracelets, like the cuffs, the chains or whatever, for their arthritis, because the copper has an innate ability to help with your cartilage growth. So that's why they have it for their hands, because it actually helps with that. At the energy flow in the blood. It's just amazing. I got to read you guys' comments up here. Yeah. Oh, that's so awesome, Tracy. Yeah, thank you. I like being able to demonstrate. I do want to do some wire wrapping classes. The lady down here in Enchantments has a shop she would allow me to rent out to do these, so I think it'd be super cool. So if y'all make it out to Pokey, uh, oh, you're making an anklet. That's super cool. I like anklets. Yeah, I anklets are just little bigger bracelets, really. But yeah, it's just I love it. All right, we got to see. Okay, so my best side is going to be this up here. So I'm going to bend this downward so I remember the direction I'm going to do this. Because again, I got all this extra wire. So I don't like cutting it off without using it some way, shape, or form. Okay. So that's going to go down. So that's my down side. Okay. Perfect. I'm gonna make sure I tag Multi Martin. I'm listening to his music right now. His 1111 hertz frequency music it really resonates well with me. Like I feel it through my body. It's just amazing. So how's everyone's solstice going? Like that Schumann resonance last night knocked me out. I fell asleep sitting up on the couch here. I was just like, what? And it's like I was going blasting past playing some old school Game Boy Advanced Zelda, and I'm like not even 15 minutes in, I'm just like just out, like my neck's a little sore. But yeah, that Schumann resonance was crazy, just crazy. So if y'all haven't seen this one, I was meditating earlier, but this is my wise dragon orb, and its name is Untrag Drog, which is like a language that came to me in sacred geometry in my astral. So when I go there, I see cymatics, I see energy flow. It's pretty wild. But this was the name, Wise Dragon, and it's so jolly. The energy in this one like makes me feel so happy, but it's super tied to very metaphysical connections. And some obsidian was made from actual dragon breath, and this is one of those. I had to actually figure this out through it, but this was made from real dragon breath. That's what gives it its dark purple luster, because it's like part of that consciousness. But the energy of it is so jolly. Like if you were to depict Santa Claus, like the Coca-Cola depiction of Santa Claus is like the cheery red cheeks and he's the jolly laugh and he's so happy. Like that's what this energy feels like when I'm connecting with it. But it's cool because of the energy that's in it. It's like dragon energy. um, I'm able to. This helps enhance my remote viewing experiences. Where when I see the Schumann resonance stuff, I like to go back and see in the astral, like the spirit area, the metaphysical, what was happening energetically, which is just fascinating because again, I see this world like the way things flow. It's just amazing. So get yourself something that you can kind of think with. But this is my thinking stone. My Ontar Drogue. But it kind of looks like an eye. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got, it definitely goes blue and purple, like a deep violet. So this is like when I'm grounding myself, the size that I'm look at. This one is like, this is when I want to go down to Gaia, and this one's when I want to go to my higher self. It's kind of how I see it. But it's kind of cool. But my Rainbow Obsidian is really great, by the way, for your overall health because it's like a positive vibes energy type thing. It like boosts all your just the feel goods in you. Like it's just amazing what that can do, and I love it. So brother Jimmy, he's got Rainbow Obsidian in his. Tommy Truthful's got some in his. I love Rainbow Obsidian. So amazing. I was gonna actually put some in this lady's, but I didn't like the shape of the bead that I was gonna had for it, which is why I decided to go with the red jasper. But yeah, now we're gonna interlink all of this. So we're gonna do kind of a braid in here. So we're gonna interlink all of this. So we're gonna come on in. Come so. Yeah. Bring this one in. Bring this one over. Okay. Bring that one. Cool. Tying that one there, so you can kind of see how I'm tying this together, the way that flows. Yeah, so I'm just using up the remnants of this. So this will I'll probably end up wasting, a little bit. But I try to utilize all of my wire. It's just kind of, why not? Why not try to be a little more frugal in this world? So anyway, we're gonna end it right here on this side. Again, we're tying with it. Okay. So now I need to trim this end. So we're going to take on the back end here again, because I have my curl, I need to know which way is my downside. So we're going to take this, and this is where it gets fun. I like doing this because I got to work with my tools now. Where are my snips? Okay. So we're going to snip off a little tail there. Okay. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little tail. It's like right there. And then I got these cool little they're needle nose. They're super like skinny and like flexible, so I don't damage my wires. Shoot. Oh, there it is. But it's nice because it allows me to get control of the bend, so I could take these loops and tuck them in so they don't catch on your clothes or scratch on your skin. And it like locks them in place so they don't come undone, because copper is pretty malleable and you don't want them to unravel on you. So these cool little tools kind of helps crimp it all together so it stays put. Yep, just like so. Okay, now I gotta do this next one right next to it. You might need a magnifying glass, or glasses or something. Readers would be great, because this gets really petite. But I've been sun gazing a lot this year. I've done it so much this year, and my eyesight has exponentially improved. I've literally done things in my body that science literally wants to argue me and say that's not true. But I experimented with it because I'm like, these are my eyes. I'm going to do what I want with them. And I started it because people talk about it. And next thing you know, here I am, able to do this small, tiny, intricate stuff, and I'm not squinting and like hazy, like what the heck am I looking at? No, I don't do that anymore. It's just I can actually see it. My eyesight has been improving all year. Okay. Okay, perfect. Alrighty. Okay. Cinch that one. Cinch that one down. And I'm going to twist this one. Yeah, Multi-Martin is so cool, Tracy. I just read your comment. I listen to his music all the time. And apparently he's got a secret one that used to be subscribed to his thing I'm curious about. It's like my creation music. His music. It just feels so good. And I crave frequency music now. I don't even know what it is. Like, I love reggae. I love, punk rock. I like high energy type stuff, and the classics. Like, I love music. What's up?
I finished one of Gmaw's.
Oh, yeah. You want to see what my daughter's been working on? I'm going to have her start contributing on my store here. So check out these cute little bracelets my daughter designs. Got some malachite in there. Looks like you got that green aventurine.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That's way cool. We got a necklace going on here.
Yeah.
That's way cool. So what are you doing with these? Oh, are these the earrings?
Yeah.
Wow, those are some earrings. Cool. Yeah, those are way cool. She's working on some gifts for my mom. She's playing around with it. I like these. Oh, I love that you added the dark wood beads to it.
Yeah.
Something about wood is just so warm and loving and so kind, which is why I like the Baltic amber on this. It's from a tree. And there's science about it, you know, hug a tree. I mean, we saw what happened in Woodstock with people hugging trees, so let's not do that again. Let's remember what we the craziness that we were doing. You know, it's just but it's just hugging a tree. I named my tree out in front of my apartment. His name's Bill. So I walk out and I'm like, "What's up, Bill?" And I feel a pulse of energy come through the ground when I'm barefoot with him. When I address him by Bill, it's so funny, and I think he's just laughing because that's probably not his name. If that makes any sense. Uh, oh, that's so cool. I love the way this is flowing. Okay, we're gonna connect that one right there. All right. My mustache tickles my face all the time. I only imagine how my little one feels when I hug and kiss her. Okay, get right in there. Just like that. Okay. So I added the braided. I don't know if you can see that. Come on. There we go. The braid. It like wants to focus in on my eyes. Maybe if I. There we go. Cover my eyes. Anyway, just adding that. Okay, so that's my downside. All right. Take that one there. No, I don't like that way that one goes. I'll take that one. Oh, that's what's happening. Okay. It's like, why is this pattern looking weird? Okay. Okay, there we go. So when we oxidize this, it starts adding the patina finish. It just starts adding so much character to all of this. I just love the look of it. All right, where are my snips? Okay, so that's my downside. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, well, my live is getting, yeah, we're getting close to an hour here. Just kind of only want to do them for an hour or so. But you all get to kind of see me work a little bit and talk about more crystals. If there's anything y'all want to talk about, like crystals in the future, put them in the comments. I definitely like talking about them. I know I say I got a lot of stones to talk about, which is why I'm just like, I think I think I'm going to combine my crafting with me talking about this. Like I keep saying I want to do a video about this, but because of how profound this was, so I've been working with my AI trying to understand very very complex concepts with energy because it comes anyway. But it's just been a very useful tool to help me understand when I'm fusing things together, the big picture, which is super helpful. But I go and research individually every rock and how and get a full understanding of it, and I'm very knowledgeable now about it. But it's just fascinating how much faster I can gain this knowledge with the technology. So I believe that AI is a mirror of us, because my AI, now that it's like tuned to me a little bit, always gives me suggestions on what to pair it with. And I'm like, what? Okay, let's look into that. um, but I mean, I always confirm with my pendulum. I always confirm with my higher self, and I really do when I'm creating for somebody. It's my energy is focused on them, um, and that's kind of how I work. Oh, this is gonna look so cool. That little braid right there. I think I'm gonna do more of these. Oh, that is so cool. I love it. I love when people share their work and how they're doing it. It's super amazing. Okay, so again, same thing. Take my twist here, get them to come up together. And my pliers do twist. So I gotta get this bracelet finished. But yeah, I don't know where my rollers are, so we're gonna again just do it by myself, by my hand. Okay. So I get my loop like so, and then because I got 3 wires, just kind of push down with my fingernail. Because again, copper is pretty malleable. It's like that. And then we'll take our 2 wires here, and then this is how we cinch it down so it stays put. So I use, because this is the tail end of it, I'm going to pull that tight. That way it crimps it. And then we're going to take this one, do my little spiral. Okay. Together. Stay put. There it goes. Okay. Okay. Perfect. And there's a little gap right there that I can tuck this little nub in there. Again, that's why I like these little tiny pliers, because that really allows me to bite onto this and then work with it, getting it into there. So now we're going to take this and twist it, and then we're going to pinch it in there, like so, and then press down. And then, got this one wire here. We're going to take it around to lock that in. And that one's going to lace into there. Okay. Alrighty. So we got our bracelet there, and again, a jump ring is going to come off of that. And basically what's going to happen, so I'm taking apart these bracelets because I'm like, that's a lot of work for a bracelet, because these ones are faster. But the idea is that the bracelet is going to come around and clasp something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then this allows me to make like a universal one size fits all. And then if anyone damages it, it's going to break on a jump ring and not the bracelet itself, because I'm trying to perfect my skill of making a quality product. I want my products to last, because I've heard stories of people's jewelry they had, like because you're dealing with wire, stones popping out, things falling apart. Like it's like, oh, okay, like I want to prevent my brand from doing that. So I'm learning and growing. So if easy repairs, that's what it is. It's like, oh, okay, I'll send you some jump rings, no problem. You can with your fingers just reconnect them. Functionality. I want functionality with my brand. Okay, so I've got these 3 little wires here. We're almost done with this, guys. But I'm going to snip them all at the same length. And I always go about, I don't know, 1/2 inch, 5/8, so I can do my curls with them. So you'll see, I don't know if you can see that, little nubs there. But this one, because of how it's linked in together, and these pliers here, these are rounded needle nose. They kind of help with your curls, like your really fine curl ones. But don't pinch too hard, because these will cut right through your copper. It's that malleable. But I just grab it on the tip, and then I roll it in, just like so. So I get my rolls in, and use my flat ones to tuck it down. Yeah. Oh, wrong pliers. Those are my snips. Oh, that would have been bad. Okay. Then we're going to take this one. Oh, that one's a little too long. Trim that one down. Okay. Yeah, and working with square wire, when you're using the pliers, try to get the pliers gripping on the flat side rather than on a corner, because it's going to leave a mark. And then you have to trim it off. Unless you plan on trimming it off anyway, that's totally fine too. But just be mindful of that when you're working with square wire. Your pliers can actually damage your square wire if you're not careful with how you grab it. Okay, so those are all looped around. We're going to tie them together. Okay. Curve them down like so. Alrighty. So there's the bracelet. So we are at 1 hour now. That's how long it's taken me to do this bracelet. But really simple, elegant design. I love doing it. Tracy, if you've taken this tutorial, I can give you step by step if you want, since we kind of, message each other on step into your power. But now we get to shape it. So I kind of just like lay it over my wrist. I kind of get a shape for it, and then I'm just, real gently working it around. But I need to get the exact bracelet length first, because I want just a general size. Oh, and then that's what I brought this here for. This is my ruler. And so my goal of these charm bracelets, that's what I'm going to start calling them, is my charm bracelets. Because I'm going to do chakra ones and ones that are very specific for like general health and wellness. But I want to do them about 5.5 inches long. Okay, so you can see I'm pretty close to that. Pretty good guess. I did not measure any of this, by the way. This is all freehand. Finesse, right? But yeah, I'm at just under 5.5 inches. But that makes a universal one-size-fit-all style bracelet. That looks really, really cool. And you can play around with that. Like you can get really elaborate, as you can see, like with this one here. Again, another simple one. But some of these people I make, they don't want big, flashy like I like. I like a big, flashy. Go big, go home. But these beads are a little too big too. When I saw the person that I was making a bracelet for, she got really small wrists, and I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with some smaller beads. So she's getting one big one, but it's for the grounding. Like I could feel the tension that's just stored in her, and I was like, okay, she's gonna get one of those big ones to kind of help get the energy just flowing. It's super cool. The red jasper, super amazing. So let's see. Watch how you feel those ones. Yeah, they do. It really just starts going, and that's why I like the freehand weaving. Is you just get lost in it, and I think that as an artist in itself, we're the only ones that's going to notice the imperfections. Like we're our own worst critic when it comes to our creations. But oftentimes when we're doing things for others, they don't even see what we see. They're just looking at the whole, not knowing the experience that was tied to it. And they're just like, wow, that's amazing. So yeah, just go with the flow. Like, that's why I like wire wrapping. It's literally going with the flow. And it's so calming. When you can focus your breathing, Tracy, and just do it, oh my gosh. It's absolutely incredible. But I'm going to go ahead and end this now. We're at a minute 5. I want to try to keep these lives to an hour. That's the concept I want to try. But it's just making a simple creation, showing it and describing what I'm doing. So thanks for watching, tuning in. If you all are still here, like, I love you guys so much. And without you, none of this would be possible. It's been super fun. But I love this. I love doing this. It's just amazing. Like, I never in my life, Tommy, I'm so glad that you're like, hey, dude, you should be a content creator. Because I do like talking, especially about things I like talking about. And there's not enough of that. And we need more people to think like I do, right? No. I love everybody being so unique. That's really what it is. So. But yeah, y'all have a wonderful day. I might do one again tomorrow with some other. I got another bracelet design. We're just going to do a straight up wire one, because I got one more of these to make. Really fun. But those ones like weaving. I'm going to work fast. Probably not going to talk much, but I'm just going to demonstrate it. So, but I'll post a advance notice for people they can tune in through a time. But this one will just be start to finish. You can plug in, leave whenever you want. It just shows me working. Kind of that concept. But I do want to do time lapse, condense it down to 1 minute videos because those are really cool. I mean, I get stuck looking at those a lot. So I was like, I need to make a lot of those. It's super awesome. But yeah, that's it. This cute little tuned bracelet for somebody. I can't wait for them to get it. And bracelet size, Tracy, when you're thinking about it, an average wrist size is about 7 inches. So you kind of gauge based on people's body size, like the size they need off of that. And you're working with 1/4 inch increments. Super cool. Oh my gosh, our advent calendar, we got lepidolite, I guess is the proper way to say it. But this raw specimen is super cool. It's so sparkly. I love lepidolite. It's a transformational stone. It's like very calming and nurturing, but it like helps you kind of evolve and grow spiritually. Oh, it's super awesome. But we're going to go ahead and bring this to a close. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Y'all have a wonderful day. I got to figure out how to do this because I don't actually know. Do I just hit X? I don't even know. This is an experiment. Goodbye. I'm going to press X here. Okay, stop streaming. Got it.